Welcome back, everybody. My name is Filthy Casual, and tonight we continue the Batman the Telltale series. We just got done with episode 1 last video, and now we're going to start the second episode. So far we've done with Catwoman, got a little taste of the Penguin, but not fully in his form yet. And then we got to deal with Falcone and a little bit with Commissioner Gordon, or Lieutenant Gordon at this point. So come on in, guys, relax, and enjoy this with me. Alrighty, what do we got going on now?
You don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
That's weird to put a plaque in the middle of the alleyway.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
How could you hide this from me, Alfred? For all these years...
What would you have me do? You were a child.
Still something you let him know.
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm.
He's not a normie.
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle.
It's pretty crazy.
Thomas
But that actually was true.
legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
Yeah, we'll stick just that.
Give me some time to think it through, okay?
Hey, you better remember that.
This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big.
So they actually have a name to somebody who killed his parents in this
There
story.
it was.
He got careless. Criminals always do.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
I doubt you're gonna find any evidence after this long.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
Clearly, Hill and Falcone wanted.
No one mourns for Joe
Wanted
Chill,
the crown for that, the Enterprise. He didn't just want money.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I always wanted to be brave, just like him.
And you are. He would be so proud to see that you took a different path.
Okay. Oh.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Well, I would assume you do. That's why you're looking.
Don't have to do this. Bruce, stay back!
Take whatever you want.
Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. No, Falcone. He's making a mistake.
Damn.
Bruce. Bruce.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Probably the one that did it. He's the one that orchestrated it. I mean, you would think. That was a pretty good intro to the second episode. Learning that the Wings actually had ties in with the mob back then. That's actually really, really interesting. See how it works out with Falcone. We'll have to deal with Hill later on, I'm sure.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
You owe me, Harvey, and now I need your help.
Those are donations, not loans. You're not entitled to a pound of flesh.
Hell, I'll settle for a handshake and a blind eye.
The last time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. at least tell me what this is about? Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
Trust me, you don't want to know.
No,
Yeah, we
no,
don't
I
wanna
do.
let him in
That's
on
why
it.
I'm asking. I don't ask questions I don't want to know the answers to.
You're a politician. You
I'm
don't want to know
sorry,
anything
Irving.
like this.
It's better this way.
Fine, fine, don't tell me. But I hope none of this comes back to bite us. I don't want headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
You would think
Nice job bringing in Falcone.
Dent would be happy to hear that.
Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Whoever he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
Yeah. It's great to
Playing
know
my
he's
own
out there
fiddle.
watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met.
That was before I knew
then-
you.
I knew you'd
My
come
parents.
around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
So that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
We are not family, Falcone. I'm nothing like you.
If you're anything like Thomas Wayne, then we're not so different. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Oh, they're gonna give me a choice. To kill or not to kill. But what the heck do I do? Oh. Well, I mean, he's Bruce Wayne. He's not Batman, but he is Batman, though. Oh, whatever.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss.
Damn
It'd be
me and my
so
morals.
easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
Do not push me, Falcone.
Apple didn't fall far, did it? You got that Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
Don't you dare talk about my mother.
And why not, kid? I got nothing but good things to say about her. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill?
Yes.
Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
Oh, what the fuck?
They're waiting for you in hell!
What the fuck?
The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Yeah, that just happened. What the fuck? No. Now we gotta know what the hell's going on with her. Coming in with the blue lips.
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Doubt it.
Just doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna guess poisoning.
She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Payment for the antidote was to kill Falcone.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this.
Does this happen
We gotta spin
often?
it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
Yeah.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Leave it to me, boys.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
It's so weird to leave Bruce Wayne into an interrogation room with her. I think he'd be the first person out.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
I'm surprised everyone's surprised.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Come on, that's a little stretch. Yeah, see, there's the, there's the needle entry.
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood.
It's definitely a poison.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
What we got?
Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Oh,
Of course.
that's funny.
I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Yeah, it's the
Then it
drugs
just felt
from the warehouse.
light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Oh, Penguin.
Cobblepot said something similar.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't think about Penguin in the heist in the first place.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
Someone used her as a weapon, Harvey. They drugged her and sent her after Falcone.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Vicky Vale.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off.
Well, I got shit to do,
Word
lady.
is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
I have no comment at this time.
Don't be like that, Bruce. Talk to me.
I don't know. Should
Word
I
is
tell her?
you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
I can't. Sorry.
You're fishing. You don't have anything.
Oh.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Shit.
You should talk to me, Bruce. This is coming out whether you stonewall me or not.
Well, find it your own way. Alright, we need to go find Penguin.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Falcone had it coming. You cause as much pain as he did, eventually it comes back on you.
Yeah, that's true.
We should all be mindful of that. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Okay, so what makes this one different?
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you...
Just like Batman Begins with the
With
drug.
this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses.
Yeah.
The things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Okay, what do we got? Okay, it's a little bit difficult to control. Okay.
Find her! Find her now! Send a strong message.
Okay, I was gonna say he's gonna be in a tall building, so. Okay. It's getting stronger over here. Okay.
Bring me her head! There you go. You'll be alright. You alright?
A little weird. Well, I mean, I could have assumed that.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Ooh, let's suit up, Brucey. But in fact, this is where I'm actually going to call it for this episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you guys liked what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you guys want to see more in the future, hit the subscribe button. I post everything new every week and weekends. But until the next video, you guys have a good day, good night, and goodbye.